Hey guys, welcome back to Jurassic Collectibles. I hope you've all had a really happy holiday season. I hope you all got what you wanted for Christmas, and I hope you've had a happy new start to 2018. It's good to have you all back. We're going to kick off 2018 with these two beauties, brand new from REBOR. They say REBOR 2017, but they've come out on the tail end of 2017, so technically these are more like 2018 figures from REBOR. And we've got the Velociraptor gun in 1/18th scale, and we've got the Velociraptor Rose in 1/18th scale. You can find the item featured in today's review and more at everythingdinosaur.com. Check out their site today. And you can see by the front of the boxes that they come in this crouched pose. And some fans have said, well, what do these dinosaurs represent? Well, first of all, they bear a striking likeness to the raptors seen in Jurassic Park 3. As you can see, here's Rose on the front of the box, and here's a gun. But that's not just a passing resemblance. These two raptors are actually the two raptors seen that create a trap in Jurassic Park 3 to try and catch Tia Leone. If you remember, Tia Leone gets caught on the branch of a tree and hangs down vertically. And then these raptors, these very raptors, come up and try to snap and bite at her. And Billy Brennan quite correctly says they laid a trap. And that's why these two are in this crouching pose. Not only do they look like they're about to jump and lunge, but also they look like they do when they back away. And you know, Billy Brennan realizes what they're doing. You kind of see them cower back. And I think this is supposed to be either the jumping pose or the cowering back pose. So you can kind of use it imaginatively. Now today we're going to be looking at this one. We're going to be looking at the Velociraptor Rose. And then we're going to crack on in the next video with Velociraptor Gun. Okay, so let's get started. So as always, REBOR do these beautiful presentation boxes in this nice black satin finish. You can see on the front here we've got this gorgeous image of Rose. Definitely Jurassic Park 3 inspired, and bears a striking resemblance to the Velociraptor that we see in that scene where the raptors have indeed laid a trap. And this is also one of the raptors that, in one of those beautiful shots that I really like, where the raptor turns its head round to listen to the call of the raptor who's calling for help. And I particularly like that shot. On the back, we just got, on the top, sorry, we've just got plain black. On the side, again, on the bottom, plain black. On the back, we've got a rundown of the other Velociraptors in this range, and we have reviewed all of these on the channel, bar Gun and Rose, which we're reviewing now. We've got the bronze edition Winston and Stan, dedicated to, obviously, Stan Winston. We've got the Jurassic Park resembling Velociraptor Winston. Again, we've got the Velociraptor styled spring-heeled Jack in a jumping pose. Alex DeLarge. We've got the Pete, which I believe resembles Delta. Was it Delta? I can't remember. One of the ones from Jurassic World. And links to all these reviews are down below, so you can see them close up and in detail. But yeah, fantastic pieces from REBOR, and giving us Jurassic Park fans the kind of detailed dinosaur figures that we've always wanted. So without further ado, let's crack open this one and take a closer look. So I'd love to hear from you down below. What you got for Christmas. Do leave comments on the presents that you received this year. I am using the trusty craft knife. Remember, kids, if you're using a craft knife, do get adult supervision. I don't want you hurting yourselves straight after Christmas. That would be the worst Christmas present ever if you had to tell me that the craft knife got you. Okay. So actually, this is quite interesting. It comes in a foam box, but actually it's placed in the box vertically rather than sort of horizontally like we've been used to. And here is Rose in her baggie. So we'll get her out of there. Very excited about this one. I love all the raptor figures from REBOR, and like I said, as Jurassic Park fans, these are really, you know, the figures that we've always wanted. And this one in particular, this Velociraptor, is one that I've always admired. I love the Velociraptors from the first Jurassic Park, but you can't deny how beautiful the Jurassic Park 3 raptors were in terms of their design. The Stan Winston crew did such a wonderful job. And here is Rose out of the packaging. Just a beautiful looking Velociraptor figurine. Absolutely incredibly detailed and painted. Just a wonderful sculpt. Look at the undersides of the feet, all reddish and muddy. The level of detail that REBOR goes to never ceases to amaze. Now, it does have an articulated jaw. As you guys know, I've got quite a history with articulated raptor jaws. I'm not going to push it too far, because last time on, which one was it? Let's have a look at the box. When it was Pete, Velociraptor Pete, the jaw, actually, I opened it too wide, and I think I may have broken it. I'm not sure. But, yeah, this does look absolutely fantastic. Okay, so let's put this one on the turntable, and you can take a closer look at it from all angles. So here is Rose on the turntable, and she is absolutely incredible. The sculpt is amazing. It looks screen accurate to the raptors that we see in Jurassic Park 3. It's got those really nice brow ridges on the skull. And in terms of the paint job, this is a very detailed paint job for a mass manufactured dinosaur piece. And I'm staggered that they've managed to get the kind of screen accuracy that they've achieved here. This is great for fans of Jurassic Park and Jurassic Park 3. So let's take a closer look at this girl. So starting off with the head sculpt, you can see we've got a really detailed looking Velociraptor there. Beautiful paint job. I would say maybe the red area around the eye looks a little bit harsh in this light, but actually overall it looks very nice. On the shelf, you can see there's a really nice gloss finish on those eyes to give them a genuine wet look. Same with the flesh in the corners of the mouth and on the tongue. The teeth have that sort of translucent quality to them, which I've highlighted on the previous raptors. You can see as I hold up my hand behind those teeth, they are actually still picking up the light, and that's because they're translucent. So the light is going in and bouncing around those teeth and giving them almost like a waxy quality, which is really realistic. The insides of the mouth have been painted and weathered. You can't really see it in this light, but it's really nicely detailed. And yeah, it just looks really, really genuine. As we move down the neck, you can see we've got lovely scaling detail all the way along. You can almost see individual scales at this level, which is really nice to see. Now I'm interested to see if the arms are articulated. Yes, they are. So you can pose the arms. And that, along with the jaw, are the only points of articulation on this figure. Beautiful sculpt work on the hands. I believe these are the same hands that we've had on the previous raptors. You can see there's some really nice sort of earthy weathering done under the hands. Really, really cool. As we move across the torso, again, just lovely scaled detail. You can see these lovely stripes when you look at it from above. All these lovely dots painted here. Really beautiful design by the Stan Winston group for Jurassic Park 3 and realised here in miniature by REBOR. Absolutely beautiful. You can see there's the raptor claw. It's been painted in this nice sort of deep brown, and it's weathered to make it look like it's kind of been dirtied over the years. Very, very nice indeed. You can see underneath the feet here, the reddish earth of Site B. And that's nice because we know that there was reddish earth on Jurassic Park. So that's actually quite a nice attention to detail. Really lovely sculpted musculature along the tail here. Comes to a nice elegant flick. The sculpt on this thing is just incredible. It holds up really well on close inspection. Just an incredible sculpt. And I love the way the leg here is bulging, preserving its volume, and here, giving you that real sense that it really is compressed. Very, very nice indeed. Very bird-like feet. And actually there's a nice difference, I believe, in the feet here. Let's have a look from this side to this side. Yeah, they're slightly asymmetrical, which gives it sort of that natural asymmetry in the feet. The arm on this side again is articulated, so you can pose the arms as you see fit, waiting for its prey patiently at the bottom of that tree, where Tia Leone has just fallen out. And I've just noticed, if you turn the head here, you can see there's a really nice level of gloss just around the edge of the lip area, just being picked up by the light. You can just see the light dancing across it there, giving it that genuine wet look along the lip area. And that's just really lovely attention to detail by REBOR. Glorious. Okay, so for comparison, I'm going to bring in the original REBOR Raptor. This is the REBOR Winston, which gets its namesake from Stan Winston. You can see he's falling off of his base. This one tends to lean forwards, and the back foot tends to lift off a little bit on mine. But you can see beautiful sculpts, both of them. You might be fooled into thinking that they're actually the same head sculpt, but they're not. They've actually altered the head sculpt for Rose. She's actually got a smaller eye there. Just going to zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about. You can see that actually Winston has quite a large eye, whereas Rose here has quite a small pointed eye, and they've built up the flesh around the eyelid there. So and actually it looks like maybe the lower jaw has been reshaped as well, but we've definitely got a new sculpt for Rose. So there probably is some reuse, which would be wise on the part of REBOR, but there's definitely some resculpting going on to create these Jurassic Park 3 likenesses, which is cool to see. Next, here's the recently reviewed Pete from REBOR, and these two look really beautiful next to each other. Just gorgeous looking, colourful Velociraptors. I mean, even if you're not a Jurassic Park fan, you can't deny these look beautiful. Really, really lovely sculpts and really lovely paint jobs. Next, here's REBOR's Spring-Heeled Jack, one of their raptors in the original Jurassic Park colour scheme. A really beautiful, dynamic looking figure. Just like the others, these have been reviewed on the channel. Links to all of them are down below, but you can see how these two scale up next to each other. And I like the contrast of high and low poses. You can really build up your dioramas and get some really nice storytelling going on your shelf. Here's a nice combination of all of those adult figures brought in. The only one missing here is Alex DeLarge, which is actually the blue color scheme for this figure. But we have reviewed that one on the channel, so link is down below if you want to see that. I just thought it'd be nice to see this ensemble of the adult Velociraptors all together. They look so cool. Look at that. This is what I call a Raptor squad. Following our REBOR reviews on the channel, you'll know that we've also had a baby Velociraptor called Stan, obviously named after Stan Winston yet again. And you can see how those two scale up next to each other. And more importantly, if you got the baby Velociraptor blind boxes from REBOR, again reviewed on the channel, links to all of these are down below. You'll know that there was actually a Jurassic Park 3 baby egg variant, which will go very nicely with Rose. So you can actually have Rose sitting, nursing her young. And I just think that looks really nice. Just look at the story being told. It's almost like an extension of Jurassic Park 3 of what happened after they got their eggs back. Really, really cool stuff, guys. And just to give you a rough idea how big this guy is, let's break out the tape measure. You're looking at about 9 inches long, which is about 23 centimeters. And in terms of height, you're looking at about 3.5 inches, which is about 9-10 centimeters. And it wouldn't be a Jurassic Collectibles review without our good friend Off Color Alan. Here he is for size comparison. I've always said the REBOR Velociraptor figures actually look pretty decent in terms of their scale with old Jurassic Park figures. And Rose here is no exception. You can see she looks pretty gorgeous next to that Alan Grant figure. So if you did want to update your Velociraptors in your Jurassic Park toy collection, look no further than the REBOR figures, because they are absolutely beautiful.
Now you've seen it reviewed, why not pick up your own at everythingdinosaur.com? Link is in the description.
There we have it, guys. That was today's look at the brand new REBOR Rose figure. Very much the Jurassic Park 3 likeness that we've been looking for, with an articulated jaw, articulated arms, and just beautiful detail all the way along its body. Nice weathering under its feet and hands. just an all-round smashing figure. So if you're a fan of the Velociraptors in Jurassic Park, or a particular fan of Jurassic Park 3, I know there are a lot of Jurassic Park 3 fans out there, then look no further than this beautiful figure from REBOR. Like I said, we will be reviewing the other figure, Gun, which resembles its partner in crime from that scene where they set a trap for Tia Leone. So stay tuned for that review shortly. In the meantime, guys, rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.